Whether that'll be good for destroying these turrets, probably
Thank
not.
you, Captain Gray. We're moving out at
Awesome
full
English
speed.
voices. I'm not a stereotype in the least. Yeah, I remember correctly, the flamer is really good for destroying these little ships. There's a ton of weapons in this game. I seem to remember there being at least a good, maybe, let's say 8 weapons, maybe 10. It's been a long time since I played this game. Yeah, the one thing I do remember is even the slowest ships, you're moving faster than a lot of the other, moving faster than a lot of the big ships, and you're kind of just, a lot of it is, there's a lot of escort missions in this game, which, for better or worse, honestly, because they're not, a lot of them aren't great escort missions, if I remember correctly. Again, though, as I've said, it's a dual joystick shooter. It's got more story than most dual joystick shooters, which I like. I really like a good story in my games, or any story. And, you know, Geometry Wars, Liberty Shooter, whatever. There's not really a ton there in terms of context. You're just shooting, and as much as gameplay mechanics are important, and I love gameplay mechanics, you know, there's gotta be... I like a reason. I want a game to give me a reason to want to play it. I will say the graphical quality of this game is not necessarily of the highest order, but then again, it is like a $10 downloadable, so don't expect a ton out of it. It's for what it is, it's more than fine.
We're doing good so far. Now let's get some support from this squad shop.
Alright, let's go get some support from the squad shop. I think that's over here. Yep, that is. Oh, jeez. Yeah, you're pressing B, you're boosting around like that. You can't... Well, I actually... Oh, you know, yeah, you can't shoot when you're boosting, and the control gets a little weird, but obviously, when you're moving slow, you want to be boosting forward. Always be boosting. What do we want? What do we want? Let's grab fighter ships. I don't need to heal, because I don't plan to play this game long enough to die. Or if I do, I don't play long enough to actually care about that. So we got some airplanes. We can switch to the nailer because the flamer will not reach them from there. Oh, geez, those homing torpedoes are bad.
The bombers are dropping guided torpedoes. Quick, shoot them down when they're in the water.
Okay, I kind of figured that out already, but thanks. You can shoot them in the air. You really shoot them at any time, to be honest. I seem to remember there being these weird animated sequences that kind of look like they're made of like 1800s woodcuts that I really liked. And I'm not seeing them right now. I want to say there was one at the very start of the game, but I'm not seeing one, and that's kind of disappointing. I really hope they didn't get rid of them, and I just am wrong, and they're just not having had one up yet. We'll beat this mission. We'll see what's what. I'm really hoping there's going to be one at some point, because they were one of the most. They were like the worst part of this game. They were really bad, like because the voice acting is awful and the story is not super great, but they were really campy and cheesy in kind of a fantastic way, like very similar to the very similar to, like, you know, a good Bruce Campbell movie sort of deal. That's my special weapon. I guess it's an airstrike. I kind of didn't really see what it did. Oh, this video is gonna run super long. This is not a video that needs to be super long. Try to get out of here before the... Yeah, there we go. That was a very careful sneak through there. I was actually kind of impressed. Then again, that thing's not exactly fast moving. Oh, there's a lot of planes. Oh, that's a lot of planes. I was paying attention. This wouldn't be a problem in the least. It's a pity that's not the case. What is with all these planes? Go away, planes.
The iron wall has weak front and rear armor. Protect it in the passage.
Ah. Oh, those are ships. Oh, I gotta get to the front. Ah. Gotta get around to the front. Oh, I took that right in the net. Oh. Oh. Weapon. Weapon. Let's go back and get that weapon. Unlock burst shells. I don't know what those are. Wait, oh, it's an upgrade. That's not at all useful right now. Okay, nothing there. Apparently fire can reach into the sky. That makes no sense. I mean, well, obviously fire can go up, but, you know, still, I don't like it. That doesn't feel like it makes any sense. Also, what's with this ship and its weird, indecisive shield? I want to be shielded. No, I don't really feel like being shielded. Maybe I'll stay shielded. Maybe I won't. Yeah, I'm playing real, just kind of slackadaisical. This game is not that hard. You won't normally lose this much health if you're actually trying. I'm kind of just very listlessly moving sticks, so yeah.
Well, the Iron Wall's not exactly the fastest ship in the fleet. Looks like the Gothians managed to regroup.
Also, I think that's a really good name for an enemy empire, the Gothians. We're Russian, I guess. Is that what we were trying to represent here, guys? Russians? Okay. Also, awful voice acting, because, yo, it's this game. Also, I have, like, no health. Because I am not playing real well. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna have to do this game again. If I die, we're not sticking around for... Oh! And he dropped a health.
On your tail, sir.
Oh, am I actually... Are we gonna have to...
Well, the Iron Wall is not exactly the fastest ship in the fleet.
Alright, we give this one more shot, and then we are, we're saying no more, we're saying no mas after this. And again, just fantastic voice acting. I really can't tell what weapons are better or not. They all just kind of seem to do really random amounts of damage. Like, there's no... It doesn't really feel like there's a lot of affinity one way or the other, which is kind of shitty. But then again, I seem to remember there's actually fairly deep upgrade system in this game. There's a dichotomy between speed and strength and defense. Well, I guess it's more of a trichotomy. That's all kind of more... That's kind of delved into in the deeper parts, in the later parts of this game, though. I mean, we're not gonna get to that today because I did not play much of this game before doing this video because, really. Yeah. And as I said, if you really want a more in-depth look at it, there is a review on the site from about 1 billion years ago. It's for the 360 version, all my opinions would still stand, essentially, because it's the same game. That said, the review is kind of rough because it's from a time before I really knew what I was doing as a game reviewer. I've kind of learned a lot in the last year, and that a lot of my early reviews definitely show that. They are very rough pieces of writing.
Battery with heavy siege shells.
Come on. Yeah, all this escort stuff kind of sucks. Like, escort missions are never fun. Ugh, come on. Let's get through this. That said, I mean, the controls are nice enough, and it has a different feel to it than normal dual joystick shooters do. The way the movement is because of the water physics it's got, I want to say floaty. I mean, it is floaty or floating, but it's just got an ebb and flow to it that kind of weirdly impacts the way the movement works, which I like. Also, I kind of don't like I also kind of don't and do like these weird enemy ship designs that are just like, it's kind of like the new it's kind of like the design for the new Transformers in the let's just crumple a ball of tinfoil together and see what comes out and then call it a design. Again, this game's alright. It's kind of neat. You got $10 and don't have an Xbox 360 and really want another dual joystick shooter, this is certainly an option. I would not begrudge anybody for buying this game. I still personally think the Xbox 360 version is probably a better choice, but that's just my own personal opinion. I think if you are a bigger PC guy than a console guy, obviously get the PC version. Those explosions look real bad. But then again, that's because my frame rate has dropped to about 6. I don't know. I have a feeling it's the cutscene. Alright then. Oh, and the frame rate's back up. I don't know what the hell that frame rate drop was. Just the game being crazy. Yeah, it's the explosion effects. The explosions are actually just like halving halving. They're doing a word that I can't say, which means halving of something. The frame rates. Okay, you know what? This cutscene really only needed to show the one barrage. I don't need to see multiple barrages. Just go. There we go. Chapter finished. Let's see a cutscene and then end this game. End this heads up. Oh, and the game's frozen. The game is frozen. Oh, it's going. Just real slow. Oh, and the frame rate's back. I don't know what the deal was. Here we go. Yeah. This is what I liked about this game. Like the most. It's a really cool visual style, and it really fits the story and the atmosphere they have created. No one uses
Good
woodcuts.
morning, Captain Gray.
If you say so.
Oh,
I've not seen
fuck.
hide nor hair of this treasure you brought us out here to find.
If you
I'm a
like,
voice
you can
actor.
turn right around and rejoin the victory parade. They might like to know their war hero has gone off on an unsanctioned treasure hunt.
Maybe when they get close on
Ah,
characters, it looks kind of weird.
Blackmail. I didn't know you had it in you.
The people would like to celebrate the man who brought about unconditional
God damn it.
surrender.
Unconditional surrender, which will yield us about 2 yards of land.
It's more than 2 yards, I think. But I am certain about the treasure.
Oh, this voice
I leave
acting.
politics for someone else to worry about.
Yes, and I'm usually that one.
Okay then. Great. That's naval warfare. We're done. We're done. I hope you all enjoyed this look at this weird ass dual joystick shooter. I recommend it, I guess, if you want another dual joystick shooter. But don't go out of your way for it. Alright, that's been HalfBeard's Up. Have a good one.